You too, Gold Knight Angel. What happened on your night? I had a not great one too. I was actually not gonna stream, and Trex pep talked me into it. He whipped my ass into shape to get on that fucking computer, man. Because I was seriously just gonna go to sleep. But Trex was like, "No, sir, get up." He was right. He was right to push me. Damn. Oh, nothing's worse than that, Gold Knight. Nothing's worse than draft bombs. It's part of the reason that I don't like drafting. It really is. Like, at least with Constructed, I feel like I'm not, like, good money after bad. The drafting just never has captured me, you know? You should try Constructed. Come on, Gold Knight. Come on. You know how many good Angel cards we're getting in Foundation? I was just thinking about that. I was like, damn, we're getting a bunch of good Angel cards in Foundations coming up real soon. I wonder if Gold Knight will make a Constructed Angel deck. Because, that'd be good, right? $2 years, god damn, I can't even. That's fucking surprising. Real Raven RPG, what's up? Another bird for us. Another bird for the Burb Council. Hey, how you doing, Ghost Cowboy? Another Corvid specifically. We're gonna get you back in with Angel. I think we can do it. I think we can build you a budget Angel deck to satisfy your standard desires. Just call me Angel in the morning, baby. Just touch my cheek before you leave, darling. I don't think it's gonna be that expensive. I'll get on the struggle bus and I'll make you a budget one. Play Mice. Play Alchemy Mice, Jay. It's a nice deck. I know, it is a nice deck. It's a nice, Crusade Enchantment from Foundation will work. Yeah, Selesnya Mice is very good. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, whatchamacallit. Look at this quest that it gave me. Disgusting. I had one that was like, play green and red or something, and I was like, I don't want that. Let me try to go for the 750. Gave me this disgusting thing right there. Absolutely filthy. Yeah, I bet you do, Trex. More demons. Alchemy Mice for 15-1 today. Yeah, Alchemy Mice is probably... Alchemy Mice got me to Mythic. Alchemy Mice fucking is a shit wrecker. It will absolutely destroy somebody. Oh, listen. You can't bring the mood down more than I already had the mood down in my own brain mind, Gold Knight. Believe me. I had a... in like the past 4 days... I've had 2 deck flops, and that basically, I wasn't going to stream tonight. I wasn't going to make a deck. I was just going to go straight. I was going to go straight to sleep. Because when that happens, I say, fuck it. It's tough. It's tough making content. It ain't easy being cheesy. No, it isn't. It is 100% not easy to be cheesy. I'll tell you that much right there. Knowing me. Where do we send deck suggestions? You gotta take them to the Discord. Discord is where you're gonna want to go. Oh, Discordia. With Giada Angel coming out, I am for sure going to be running Angel decks here in the future. I don't think we're getting any Gold Knights, though. Let's do Archfiend. Bugger man, bugger man, bugger man, bugger man, bugger man, bugger man. From an enchantment deck you made and went from it platinum to your downform for a day. That's great to hear, Cowboy. Some people call me the Space Cowboy. Wow. Some call me Mr. Love. Do 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 do. Oh, but she looks like a 1920s flapper. She's pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with looking like a flapper. Hey, what's up, Mamulia? How you doing? Tanuki family says hi. Hi, Tanuki family. Hopefully he swings in here. All stars grow dark. All worlds come to an end. I'm not happy that they made female angels. That's my only complaint. That's my only complaint that I have about Capenna, is they made, I mean, male angels. I don't like that. Shouldn't have done that. I actually like Capenna. I kind of like when they get freaky weird with stuff. Damn, he beat me because he drew a land. He would have died from the Dark Star, but he drew a fucking land. I mean, there's no confirmation, but in magic lore, all angels are female and all demons are male. But there were some very male-looking angels in Capenna, and I think they did confirm that, yes, there was some. Which I didn't care for. I felt like that was a pretty strong lore piece. I felt that was a pretty strong lore piece that they should have kept to. Because it was unique. This guy said good game. He said it's over. We have canon female demons? Still, I mean, even so, they should have kept the angels all female. Capenna wasn't balanced. Yeah, I don't know if Capenna was super balanced. There was a couple of cards in there that were pretty powerful. Wow. I hope we're able to go back to Kaldheim. What'd you think the Valkyries from Kaldheim, Gold Knight? You know how I knew that angle was female? Because it was acute. That's good stuff. Yeah, we're not playing that. Dude brought this into fucking unranked feeling like a boss, huh? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something. I think I've told this story multiple times. Where I opened up an invasion pack when I was 13, and there was a Ray of Dawnbringer in it, and that irreversibly changed the way my brain works. That was pretty much it. I still have that card somewhere, I think. Or my dad threw it away when I moved. One of those. Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing about Kaldheim is they had the 10 realms, and each of them had a color, a dual color, and angels just happened to be Orzhov, because they were Valkyries, so they were like choosers of the slain and death angels, which I thought was pretty metal. You know, I wasn't too mad about it. I thought it fit the theme. They weren't necessarily evil, they were just edgy, and they were just about death. Which is, you know. I mean, to be fair, the later Innistrad decks had evil, deathy angels in them. Deathy angels. Deathy angels. Another Avarice, get rid of that. There was a brief moment where we were almost there. We had great Boros support. There was the Ravnica set that had great Boros set. There was Innistrad that had good stuff. Like Lyra Dawnbringer, we had Lyra Dawnbringer. We had, you know, we had a couple of other things, and there was just some really good. There's a great way to construct a lot of different ways. We had a renaissance in Capenna, but yeah, now recently is no, we're not getting there. Where are the Nephilim? I don't know. I've been working on it. Very Vorpal, the chilliest, the killiest, the villiest, the J villain. Are you copying my what do I say? That's the E-Philly thing that I say. The killiest, the chilliest, the number one Philliest, E-Philly. Yeah. Do. Aurelia, Lyra Dawnbringer. Those were all great angels. So this thing that I'm running right here isn't working. Let me do a change up real quick. Giada. I actually really like Giada. We needed some low cost angels to get things going. Hey, what's up, Lord Gypticus the Flipticus? Lord Brimir. Boom. I say a different thing. Well, I come up with nicknames for everyone, especially people that I raid, and I say a different thing every time that I do. Like Numbskull he's the numbest of skulls. Jaffer, I call Jaffer Kegs. Yeah, I mean, it's the 2-drop demon is good for one thing. And one thing only. Oh, I should have done that the other way there. And that is basically have a good play on Annex, an early play on Annex. The Thraxodemon. That's pretty much it. Kami. She's coming back in Foundations. That's what I was just saying. That's why I brought her up. You're going to be able to play her in 2 weeks in Standard. If you didn't hear the news. Have you heard the news? Doo-doo, doo-doo. Bad things come in twos. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Doubling season? Boom. Yeah, the combat changes are odd. I don't know what's going on there. Hey, check it out now. Storm Splitter right about now. Storm Splitter into the maw again. Same old trick it was back then. Wood. Yeah, I didn't understand I didn't understand what that was about. Yep, it's good news, Kami the Kami. They're really pushing this accessibility thing. They really need new people into the game, which makes me think they're seeing internal numbers or statistics that we don't know about, and it's scaring the shit out of them. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that they are aware of something that we are unaware of, and they are horrified that like new player retention or new players into the game has gone down by like 1,000% or something. Obviously something severe, but that's the only thing I can think of that is would make them this gung-ho about these kind of these issues, because they're like, we got to get new people into this game. We have to get new people on the pipeline. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it could be, but they don't like it. They don't like it. They're worried about something. I don't think they would be pushing this new player pipeline thing. If he has another fucking knockback, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind, man. If he has a third Into the Flood, alright. I was gonna fucking lose it if that was the case. So we're gonna do this. You're not allowed to have that, buddy. You're not allowed to have that. Good lord, Vagrasuit. Vagrasutra coming off the top rope with the... coming off the top rope with the burns here. True Pixels, started playing with Revised and the game is way more complicated now. Just give me a 6-4 crawl worm. Hey, I have like 100 crawl worms, by the way. I have so many crawl worms. I came in at the end of beta, right getting into Revised, so I probably got you about 6 months, True Pixels. I have so many crawl worms. There's the amount of crawl worms, man. There's so many of them. Why did they print so many? What about Root Breaker Worm? Oh, man, that was my go-to, man. What, he cost like fucking 7 to get out? Root fucking Breaker Worm, man. That guy was a son of a bitch. It was a 6-6 trample, and we thought, oof. In 1995, we thought that guy was the tits. We thought that guy was the bee's knees. How are you going to beat a 6-6 trample? How could you even begin to think about how to beat a card that strong? It's impossible. You might as well try to fight the sun. A 6-6 trample? You know? How? How could it be done, guys? No one's ever explained it to me how he can be beaten. Massive flavor text on that guy. Modern is awful. I've given up on the format. We need a classic modern, where it's the only sets that have been standard legal. No Modern Horizons, Lord of the Rings, etc. BS. Isn't that just standard at that point? What about Ice Flow? I used to play Ice Flow in my deck. People hated that shit. That was an Ice Age one. Basically, it was going to trap somebody on it. If somebody attacked you without flying, you tapped it, and as long as it remained tapped, it was locked out. It was pretty powerful when it was out there. I don't think a lot of people like Modern Horizons, to be honest. I think I know they said it was for modern, but I think that was a sneaky commander pack for commander people. In my humble opinion, that's what I think it was. I think it was a way of shoehorning more commander cards in. Oh, Vagra, you're like me. You're an old school collector. I lost most of my old cards, which is fucking sucks, but... Like, Nadu fucking up the game for a month, and they literally admitted the reason was Royal Assassin Icing Manipulator. That's a good one, too. They were literally like, sorry, we ruined the game. We were trying to make him Commander viable. Like, that's not me shitting on Commander. That's literally what they said. That was directly from Wizards. We're like, sorry, the game got all fucked up. But we changed him last minute without enough playtesting because we thought he'd be a really cool Commander. Which is kind of a fucked up thing to do, man. Oh, God. Dark Ritual. I'm hoping that they release it in Foundations. I'm hoping. I hope they do it. I don't have much hope that they'll do it, but I hope they do. Oh, man. Dark Ritual, my beloved. The terrible and wonderful things I could show you. What are they going to grab? They're going to go for Loser City right there? No, they're going to do that. They're going to swing in. They're going to take it. Now we gorge ourselves. Thank you for following Harryzen. Tarmogoyf. Hey, what's up, One-Way Saint Leica? Hey, what's up, Mars? How you doing? You say that, Jade, and you're going to go for cool janky stuff, but imagine the spikes. I know, it's broken. I know it's broken and it fucking ruins everything, but a man can dream, okay? I told you about part of the reason that I'm so control traumatized is my buddy Gavin. He would run Felidar Sovereign with what the fuck is that name of that card? Felidar Sovereign with the Throne of Victory or whatever, and basically all you needed to do was you win the game if you had 40 life, and he would, and every time you attacked, you doubled your life total. So he would control the game until he had that combo, swing in, double his life total, hit 40, and win. That's part of the reason that I'm so fucked up about control, man. Why am I Simic traumatized? I got Simic traumatized by looking at Simic. That's what did it for me right there. Physically seeing Simic cards made me hate them and realize what a fucking nightmare they are. So that's what really did that one. Again, I have to bring up, first time catching one of my streams, I've been loving your videos. They put a pin part and get back to MTG through MTG Arena. That's so great to hear, One Way Saint. I love hearing that my videos got some people back into the game. No, you're not allowed to have dog blood. If he's on the table, you've already lost, 'cause he's a Valgavav. Yeah, all the cards you'll draw and all the extra lands you get to play. Surely that mechanic has never backfired, not one time in anyone's life. I'm 100% sure. This time, guys, when we give a Simic card, when it says you draw a card and you play an extra land or whatever, it's going to totally work. It's not going to be busted. This time it's going to work, guys. I swear. I promise. I know we've tried it 3 other times and we've had to ban the card 3 times when we did it. But this time I think we figured out how to balance it. I think we're really onto something with this one. I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it right. We're gonna keep trying. We'll get there eventually. This time they're really gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah. They figured out how to give someone an extra card and an extra land a turn in a way that doesn't break the game. I'm 100% sure that they've done it this time. I'm going to run a version of my Azorius enchantment deck for my LGS tonight. Just added Strike Force. Oh, that's great. Because if he's on the table, you've already lost. Because he's a Valgaval. Yeah. Steam boxing, that sounds awesome. Steam boxing sounds amazing. Thank you for coming by, Gold Knight Angel. You're not bringing down the mood. We're always in a bad mood here. Thank you for following Hamani7. Welcome to the show. Anyone remember Flash Simic Nightpack Amish Simic Flash? I vaguely remember that. I just mostly remember all the cards that they had to ban in Simic because it was the most broken, unbalanced thing in the world. Harizan, thank you for following. Hamani7, thank you for following. Welcome to the show. I'm excited. Foundations has some real cracked stuff in it, but it also has some gems. Let's see if we can get some shame likes out of YouTube right here, guys. You got any shame likes for me, YouTube? I see 25 people in here and 11 likes. That math don't math. So if there's a time right now to shame like the video, the stream, now would be the time to do it. I seem to be the only person not really that upset by the Universes Beyond thing. It doesn't bother me that much. So, I get why people are, I understand why people are mad. But, it doesn't bother me. I'm just too relaxed. Listen, in my opinion, this is not a Magic issue, okay? And I think that broader context is important. This is 100% a entertainment product issue. Every entertainment product is a crossover now. Every almost fucking brand is a crossover now. You buy a brand of cleaner and it'll say, now featuring Clorox bleach. It'll put another brand name on there. People fucking love crossovers, okay? They live for the crossover. That's all that any of this is crossover magic. It's permeated every aspect of culture and society. It's not exclusive to Magic at all. Magic is getting involved in it, but it is a larger issue societally about just regarding the nature of products. It just is. There's just going to be a million crossover products until it stops being viable. And then there's going to be a million more. There's just no real getting around that. It's going to go until the trend burns out. As soon as Fortnite stops making money, or the Marvel movies stop making money, then it'll be over. But until that point, Again, you look at Call of Duty, there's all kind of fucking... yes, that's true. Final Fantasy will be in Standard, Dorian Black. You heard correct on that one. You look at fucking Call of Duty, man. Call of Duty, there's fucking 80 million operator skins from other properties in there. You know, and everyone goes, oh, Call of Duty lost its identity. It's so bad. It's so stupid now. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, maybe, you know. Maybe it has, but on the other hand, they're making money hand over fist. And that's what I said in the podcast. We're gonna have to dissect the larger socioeconomic issues at play here rather than just blame whatchamacallit for being greedy, because this is in every game. I was playing Balatro. You know, Balatro is a roguelike poker game where you play poker hands. Okay? And they did a crossover in Balatro, a poker game. I got this guy. Alright, we do that. Watch this. We eat ourselves to death here. Ping him for one. Take him to the chorus, tenacity. There you go. I've had this food gorging deck idea for a while, and I haven't executed it until recently. But it's working. You can eat yourself to death. Now, and again, I hate to get on the high horse here. I'm not really a high horse, but just philosophical. Crossover products aren't going anywhere, man. They're just not. Until companies stop making money on them, they won't go away. Sapperlings are awesome. I like pests. I like sapperlings. I like fungus tokens. All of those things are wonderful. I love making swarm decks of little... hey, King Acheron, how you doing? Acheron. Acheron's call. Alright, let's get rid of that guy. Blizzy Sun Slizzy. Vine Reaper Mentor. Boom, boom. 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 Sapperlings also give you a lot of mana sometimes, so that's good. They like to give you mana with sapperlings. Alright, that. Swing. Fungus tokens, sapperling tokens. Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. In the hood. Or so the kids say. Get a swing in for one. Boom. Snap's a good game. But people don't want to play Snap. They want to play Magic cards with Marvel creatures. That's the problem. Popular Egoist. So True Bestie. Pop. Okay. Okay. What's he gonna run here? Shield's Edict. Vine Reaper Mentor. Boom. 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 If I could get that Enduring Courage back or get one down, I think I'd be in good shape. He's gonna swing in. Boom, boom. Tear asunder. If I ate Gain and Drain, that would be down to that. Let's do this. Maybe he'll have the balls to get rid of it. I don't know. Maybe he'll have the discard to get rid of it. Do it again. Get rid of it that way. Oof. Don't have a cut down in your hand. Gonna do that. Assassin's Trophy. I kind of think to an extent WotC needs to choose between expanding the player base and maintaining the collector aspect. Yeah, I mean, WotC's in a tough position, man. You know, WotC is in a tough position. They're not able to do what they want to do. You know, and I said in the podcast, ideally, you know, in an ideal world, they would have artistic freedom and license to do whatever they want. And that would be great. It'd be a wonderful world if that was the case. We would have a situation where they had the complete license to not have to worry about all these other concerns. Hey, Numakoa got him. Enduring Vitality deck, I have done one of those, count me. But unfortunately, we don't live in that world. I'm going to hold my judgment. I'm not too concerned. I'm actually really stoked for Final Fantasy. Frankly, if Wizards of the Coast let me premiere a Final Fantasy card, I might do that, play one game of Final Fantasy, and then just walk into the sunset because my life's goal is complete. My childhood, my teenage years, was literally playing Final Fantasy and Magic cards. And if I actually got the opportunity to premiere a Final Fantasy Magic card to the world using the platform I've created, I would literally die. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think my brain can handle it. That such a thing happens. So we'll see what happens. They like to let people premiere stuff that have 600 followers. And I get that. 600 followers is hard to get. But I don't really do social media, which they don't like. They like when you have a lot of social media. And I hate social media. Hey, this person's running something similar to me. I wonder if it's my deck specifically. Let's put down this. Actually, got the food out. Yeah, I've put Enduring Vitality in a couple of decks. I haven't overdone it. I don't think I've done too much. Vagor Sutra, thank you so much for what is it? I don't even know what it says on my Twitter. Listen, the thing about social media is I was on Facebook in 2004. It's been 20 years since I started it's been 20 years since I started social media. I'm done. There's nothing else I want to share. You know what I mean? You know. Boop, 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 boop. Crunch just subscribed. Welcome to the show, Crunch. All right, he's going to do that. He's going to do that. Boom, boom. I need more bullets. I need some of my enchantment removal. I've got some coming up here. Exile. We'll do this one. I need more bullets. No attacks. Hopefully he doesn't have another Sheltered by Ghost. If he does, we're pretty much at a loss here. Oh, I'm running Cease Main. This is the reason oh, see? See that shit? That's why I'm running Cease Main. I told you why. I said it. I said hopefully he doesn't have another one of these stupid fucking things. But nope, he does. Cease is... fucking Sheltered by Ghost is the most powerful card in the game right now. It is legitimately one of the most powerful cards out there currently. We're going to do this. Exile that. Turn player me. Nope, no mana for J right there, so we're just going to take that as an L. Didn't get mana number 4, so that was going to not go anywhere. Boop, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. We went on a nice run there. We had a couple of good games. This first loss of this one, and we got our daily. Okay, let's keep going. Boop, 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 boop. Do I have a Roots video? I have multiple Roots videos on my channel, yeah. If you basically just search Golgari Roots on my channel, you for sure have it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I go first. We'll do that. Awesome art. Look at that. Check that out. Let's do this. Starscrape Cleric. Check it out now. Starscrape Cleric right about now. Boom. Boom. Basilisk and Lure. We're going to put down you. Boom, boom. If you have Vagabond's Fable, then great for one of the benefits. You can trigger Roots over and over again. It's true. I'm going to do something he's really not going to like. Alright, I need the mana right here. I need mana number 4. Nope. Didn't hit it. Crack that open. Boop. Boop. Okay. I'm sure he didn't like that. Kill her. Why'd you do it? Oh, I need more than that. Okay. Go in. Scorching Dragonfire. That's an instant. We'll wait. We'll wait on that. Winter. To the winter. To the wall. Let's do this. Okay. Draw 2 cards at the beginning of your up step. Okay. He's got a lot of variety here. He could wipe me. He could do a wipe on me here. Regenerate. You know, it's one of those. It's one of those strange. It's one of those strange mechanics that I don't know if it'll ever come back. It's an odd one. It's a very strange mechanic that we'll have to wait and see. I don't think that this is a counter spell. Go for the throat. Okay, so he's just gonna play kill cards. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. No attacks. He's killed so many of these bats. Draws 2 cards. What's he looking for here? Just a shit show of kill cards is what the idea is. I hope he swings in with that. That'd be really funny. My turn. Okay. Strike target enchantment. That goes away. We play this. Unless you have some sort of 1 red kill, you're going to take it. Boom! Look at that right there. How do you like that, folks? The Gorging deck. Gorgeous George right here. Yeah, Winter is a very weird card. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Hey, Real Raven, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Enduring Vitality with Wandering Rescuer. I might have to try that. It might work. It just might work. I haven't done one of her decks yet. I haven't done them. What's it called? I have not done a Wandering Rescuer. Okay, Ops goes first, but we might be able to get away with that. Trex helps you with some Dex ideas. Trex is great for helping with Dex ideas. Trex probably builds about 5% of the decks on my channel, so I can definitely vouch for him in that regard. 5%'s being disingenuous, probably about 10%. Probably about 1 out of the 10 decks that I build is a Trex deck. The man is brewing for days. He's probably going to play removal on that. Boom. Chicka chop. Boom. Curse. Boom. I think... Boom. Okay. That's good. Good at that. Let's do... Alright, we'll wait for that. Boom. Pop. Boom. Damage. Clickers 5. Planet War Waste. Put that down. Alright, we're almost gonna eat ourselves to death here. Okay, he's got a little bit more now. Nobody expects this, by the way. That's why they don't ever do anything about it. Land problems are worse than best of 3? Possibly. And he's out of there. Did he see that all I needed to do was gorge myself on food? Interrupts were faster than instants? Were they? Do you want to know one of my favorite tricky cards was that I would fuck with people with? Ursat's Gnomes. That was a... I went deep in the vault for that one because people were playing protection. Target spell becomes colorless. Play this, target permanence becomes colorless, and you play it as an interrupt. So if somebody had protection from black, you could play kill, or if they were doing instant, you could make things not that thing at an instant speed. It was very used to, yeah, you had to dissect the stack, yeah. People would oftentimes, if people were using Circle of Protection, yeah, they were basically interrupts. Interrupts were kind of split-second things. Oof. Oof, man. Do I dare try to draw the green off this one, or do I just mulligan? We're going to mulligan and not be cowboy about it. That's actually a better deck. It's actually a better hit right there. Oof. What do I want to get rid of? Fuck. I gotta get rid of something. Jungle Hollow, I guess you're going away. Boom. Boom. Morrow said if he was designing the game from scratch nowadays, he would say that there is just things that are instants. He wouldn't have flash on creatures. He would have sorcery, it's instant, and you can cast it as an instant. Creature is instant, you can cast it as an instant. Instant would just be an archetype of the way that you play the game, period. Do you know what I mean? Oh, if this is a frog deck, I don't have enough removal for this shit. Yeah, I don't have enough removal for this shit if it's fucking frogs. So yeah, that's how he would have designed the game, is that instant would be a meta archetype of creature, spell, enchantment, whatever you want. The meta archetype would be instant. Pump. If I don't get a land here, I'm gonna quit. Nope. That's gonna be that for me right there. That's gonna be that one for me right there, guys. 62% win rate off this. I don't think that that's that bad, to be honest. I don't think it's bad at all. I should have saved this one for Thanksgiving. Because you eat yourself to death. Alright, a couple more games and then we're going to shake it and break it. It is a necessary card. It's a necessary evil, in my opinion. If you're playing... there's so many times that I need to kill an enchantment, I need to kill all kind of other stuff. In the late game, it largely is harmless. I actually like it in the late game because if they already have 8 lands down, what is fucking one more gonna do? So I usually don't play it that early. I usually try to play it in the middle of the late game. If they already have 6 or 7 mana, what's one more gonna do? Not that much, you know, for the most part. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna hold steady. Go in, pop. Okay, hold that. What did Ronan say? Interrupts are ancestors to instants? I thought they were They weren't ancestors. There was instants and interrupts at the same time? Huh. Today I learned. I always remember seeing written on the cards, play this ability as an interrupt. That was always on there. Mission, very nice. Sauto the Infiltrator. I have too much in there. Hopefully, hope this isn't a counterspell, guys. Alright, we got it off. Cryptic coat. My coated has many cryptics. Many cryptics has my coat. He's gonna go in probably. Alright, we're gonna do no attacks. Don't sunfall the board, man. That's all I'm asking you to do. Don't do that. Build up a new combo pattern for yourself. Don't fucking just nuke the board and take the coward's way out. Recommission. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, drawing cards here. Is he going to ninjutsu? Blocks. Boom. Guardian Gyatper. The Skibby Gyatper. Boom. Cryptic code again. Boom. Boom. Turn, we have Assassin's Trophy ready to go in case we need it. Bitter Triumph there. Whenever a creature dies, comes back, a food token. Boom. No, we don't need to do anything here. Anyone play the new Nashi yet? Mamoolian, you missed my Nashi deck? I just put out one. As a matter of fact, just the other day. Why, just the other day, I put out a new Nashi deck. Nice. Resolve. Don't worry, nobody saw it. YouTube was like, hey, guess what, man? Ain't nobody gonna see this. That's what YouTube said. YouTube said, not today. We ain't telling nobody about this. Is a secret deck. We ain't telling nobody about that. We ain't telling nobody. I don't think this guy sees what's happening here. He saw what's happening. Hey, what's up, TJ Wadsworth? He had a fun deck, but it was no match to just me shoving food into my mouth as fast as humanly possible. Which, to be honest, nobody is a match for that. Tonight we went 8-2 with the big boy food deck, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Did you, TJ? I'm not too bad. I adjusted a couple of things in it because when I tried it earlier, it wasn't working. When I tried it earlier, it wasn't fucking working. I had too many popular egoists. She does add to the food concept, but you really do need a lot of Vine Reaps, Teething Mentors, and you can get the ultimate gain and drain kind of condition out of this, and you can pull off a couple of fun combo plays that I don't think people are expecting. Nobody is running a deck like this. Literally nobody is running this. This is a J-Villain exclusive. If someone else, you tell me if someone else is running a food gorging deck that wins by you eating food over and over again, you tell them I'm looking for him. No Gumdrop Poisoner. She can go in the sideboard though. So, but this one is yeah, we're gonna call this Gorge right here. She can go in the sideboard. Really fun one. Yeah, really like this. Had a fun time with it. I've been J-Villain. You've been great. Until next time, bye-bye. What's Desolator's thread? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I don't think anyone's running this shit, man. This is some real J-Villain jank right here. There ain't nothing out here like this, man. Gumdrop Poisoner is not a bad idea though. You bring up a good point. Because we are trying to do the goth girls in here. We do have Popular Egoist. And we do have Glizzy Sun Slizzy. Check it out now. Glizzy Sun Slizzy right about now. Glizzy. Should I advertise this as a food deck or as a goth girl deck? The forever question that we must ask ourselves. Is it a goth girl deck or is it a gorge yourself on food gain and drain deck? It's a little bit of both, TBH, you know? Glutton Goths. Ooh, Vaga Sutra coming in with the hint. Coming in with the hit. Baloth might not be a bad idea either. Baloth. Guys, you discard it. So, enters, putting in your graveyard, put it on the battlefield. What do I think about the new Coma? It's just the same Coda reprinted Iron Fist. And I thought about it, what I thought the same before, is that I hate it and I hope it never gets played. And every time that I see it on the battlefield, fire, anger, the anger in my brain, hurting hot feelings, the rage. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, that's how I feel. I fucking can't stand those Coma decks. That was the worst part of Kaldheim. Well, I mean, Simic is the worst part of anything, so... It's rational because it's a Coma. I'm glad you agree, Iron Fist. I was worried you're going to go, oh, my little baby-friendly serpent who's just a sweet little guy. Oh, what you hate him so much for? He's just a serpent that's literally impossible to kill. The only way to do it is with the board wipes. That's nothing wrong with that. My sweet, adorable baby serpent. I was worried. A little worried. Alright. All right, shakedown breakdown time. Did anybody see the tokens deck today? Because literally nobody saw it. It went out to nobody. I might delist it. It's so fucking bad. It's embarrassing how fucking little people saw that fucking token deck. Like, it's legitimately an embarrassment to me that it did so poorly. You know what frustrates me about YouTube? Again, one of the things that frustrates me about just Magic in general, the variance, man. One day, I put up a video, 5,000 views. Next day, guess what? 1,000. Fuck you. You get 1/5 of the videos from one day to the next. You may have 50 more subscribers than you did yesterday, but we're not going to show them jack shit. We're not going to tell them about this video. It's going to be a secret video. It's going to go up and nobody's going to click on it. We're not going to display it to anybody on YouTube. And then guess what? You post the next day. Oh yeah, this one's great. 5,000, 10,000. I don't give a shit. The YouTube will push it to everybody and you'll get a ton of views on it. Or it could literally do half the numbers. There's no consistency in my channel and it's driving me up the fucking wall. Because I just wish they'd steadily hit numbers. I understand if there's a little bit of variance, if we go up a few hundred here and there, but we're talking about view variances of several thousand, which is huge, which the magnitude of that, if I was like a huge channel, if I was like a 1 million sub channel, imagine somebody putting up a 1 million view video and then the next day they put up 100,000 view video and then the next day they put up 1 million view video. Like, that is the variance that I'm dealing with my channel. And it's wild that that's happening. I just don't get it. It's so frustrating to have that level of variance in your life. And it doesn't follow any pattern. And trying to find the pattern in it will make you crazy. That's the thing. You got to put shits up on full moon. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much, Hillbilly. And I try to like every single one of your streams. We're going to do a shakedown breakdown here right now. Got buttons. Oh, look, I'm giant and floating. Why am I giant and floating, guys? Why did it happen? Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating for me because I see other YouTube channels and I see other deck video channels, they hit consistent numbers, and I can never seem to stabilize mine. Mine just goes up and down and all over the place. So it's frustrating. So very demoralizing. Gorgeous goths. Oh man, you guys are coming up with so many good fucking puns here. Oh my goodness, I can't even. I had to change it again. Yeah, you know, okay, so I'm not trying to call anybody out, okay? I don't want to do that. I don't clickbait my videos. I do my best to not clickbait my videos. If I put up a video and it says that it's mythic rank or that it has a high win rate, I back that up. And I do that infrequently. I very rarely, there are other content creators, and again, I'm not trying to call anybody out, that will, every video, best mythic deck in the game, unbelievable, you won't even believe what this deck does, destroying everything. They're going to have to cast an emergency ban for this. Like, literally insane levels of like clickbaity hype. Break the metal, unbeatable instant win. Yes, Viagra Sutra. I won't do that with my channel. I have felt, there you go, Mamulian. I have felt the pull. I feel it. I feel the call to the dark side. I feel it. I feel it calling me in the back of my head. Do it, Jay. Do it. Just put all kind of clickbait shit in your titles. Put all kind of red arrows and circles in your thumbnails. Put a fucking surprise looking anime girl on the front. Do it, Jay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll get money. Exactly. Oh yeah, you guys see it. You guys see it. And I go, just do it. It's what everyone is doing it, Jay. Everyone is doing it. Look, I scroll through and I go, everyone is doing this. And they're beating me and they're beating me in subs and they're beating me in views. And I go, oh man. Compunction really fucks you up, man. Okay. All right, you guys are too dead on with the you guys are too I'm going to save this. I'm going to copy paste this. You guys are too you guys are too funny with these fucking deck name titles. I've done it a few times ironically. And it is kind of funny, but those are very funny titles, guys. Hey, how you doing, Chris Chaos? What's up, man? I'm gonna use those. I might use those unironically. Instant win is a fun one. Yeah, unbeatable. Break standard. Um, I had it a little bit. I had it a little bit the other day when I put this deck is invincible. Uh, and it did really well because I clickbaited it kind of by accident. But what I was thinking is everything in the whole point of the deck is everything has ward or hexproof. So I was saying this deck is invincible, not ironically. Um, and because everything is hard to kill in it, it's almost impossible to kill anything that I put down. But I think that I unironically clickbaited because of that. And people were like, invincible deck always wins. It must be for real this time, even though I've clicked on 100 other clickbait decks and it's never worked. But this time, I'm sure they're not lying to me to get clicks. So, yeah. We'll see. All right, shakedown, breakdown time. I'm here. Goldcap is here for the invincible deck. Goldcap, I haven't forgot about your deck, Leyline of Resonance. By the way, Goldcappa, if you're here, I don't know if you're subscribed, but I added the deck, emote. I added the shaking deck, emote. It's on both YouTube and... No, it's not really a time slot. Unfortunately, it's completely random, dude. It really is. It's clickbait and randomness. I don't clickbait, and also YouTube just does whatever the fuck it wants. So, yeah. No, I haven't used that one, Vagra. Okay, so quit distracting me with funny deck names. We're gonna do a shakedown breakdown. That is true, Kami. We are in a refractory period. People are fatigued because there's been so much product, and now that spoiler season starts, people are saving their wilds. They're not really looking for too many decks to put in because we're basically just 2 weeks until Foundations. Believe it or not, I know that sounds fucking crazy, but it's literally 2 weeks. It's 14 days until Foundations hit. So, I know I gotta add my Girlvatar. Wafer thin goths. So, Iron Fist, I can tell you a little bit about my analytics. Obviously, for me, because my deck, my channel was built on it. Black, Orzhov, Golgari, and Mono Black, followed by Mono Green, Boros for some reason, and Rakdos, and I do have a couple of mono white decks that did quite well. I have never had a deck that had blue in it get over 100,000 views. 10,000, over 10,000 views. The most deck that had blue in it ever got was 9,000. I've only ever had one triple color deck get to 9,000, and that was the Dinosaur Ixalan deck. But generally speaking, Orzhov, Mono Black, Golgari, Orzhov, Mono Black, and Golgari are my best performing colors. Oh no, I apologize. Sauron's Army, which was a Grixis Sauron deck, did get 11,000 views. Yeah. The best set that I had ever come out, the most views I ever got off a set was Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, because I think I was one of the only content creators running it, because it's alchemy. I fucking did like gangbusters. I was hitting like 10 to 20,000 views a video, which is very unusual for my channel last year. It was enormously huge. Okay, Varga, I don't think that's... I think YouTube might get involved in that one. All right, quit distracting me. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, a.k.a. That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're still out here brewing, man. We got foundations creeping up on us in 2 weeks. I know that's crazy. But we got to brew some Golgari. And that's why we're brewing Gorge Us Goths. Yes, we got goth girls, we got food, and they are eating like crazy. This is a pure gain and drain deck that nobody is running right now. This is pure life gain and drain combination play with the goth girls, a sacrifice, and a couple of other tricks. 100%, just nobody's running this. No, I challenge you to find somebody else that's doing something like this right now. It is amazing. Golgari food life drain. So before we get down to this one, guys, before I show you the insanity here, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and claw you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillanj for our live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch or on YouTube. Either one is fine. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live regardless. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information. That's where you want to post your decks. You got a deck, share to me. Go right down to the Discord. I'll take a look at it. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go down to the AetherHub. That's what I use to store all my decks. It's great stuff. So, what are we talking about when we talk about goth girls gorging big? All right? It's my thing. All right? Gain and drain. We're going to be making food tokens any which way that we can. And we're going to eat the food tokens as fast as possible using a bunch of different gain and drain options to kill our opponent without ever touching them. That's how we're going to win most of the games, literally by eating food. So Scavenger's Talent's going to be the first one here. 1 black. Whenever one or more creatures you control dies, create a food token. This ability triggers once each turn. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. And of course, level 3 is, at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents, which we love sacrificing. If you do, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Very good stuff there. So we want to generate food tokens when things die. Here is Haywire Might. This is going to be a fantastic one for us because we also have Teething Wormlet. You're going to see that everything is in service to gaining life because I am trying to drain life. And the more we gain, the more we drain. 1 Haywire Might, right? 2 Haywire Mites, 1 drop, 1/1. When it dies, you gain 2 life. You sacrifice it for 1 green. Exile target artifact or non-creature enchantment. Enchantment destruction, so critical right now. With Sheltered by Ghosts being what it is extremely good idea to have your enchantment destruction going off right there. Teething Wormlet. Guess what? 1 drop, 1 green, 1/1. It has death touch as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. We have Haywire Might, and we have a lot of food. Yes, sir, we do. So we could potentially have that guy with death touch. Every single time an artifact enters, you gain 1 life. If it's the first time, you put a 1/1. So as many artifacts as we can put into play is as much life as we can gain. And like I said, as much life as we can gain is as much life as we can drain. Savor. Yeah, you even see a squirrel right there in it. Oh yes, the dangerous eye of a snake. 1 black and 1 -2/-2 until the end of turn, and create a food token. Maybe not the best removal, but I like it. The negatives at instant speed have been super useful against those certain decks like that. And we get to create a food token, which feeds into Teething Wormlet and creates everything else we're doing. Of course, we got to do the Starscrape Cleric. If you don't want to do 4 of him, I could see you doing 3. Because he does have Offspring. 1 black and 1. Bat Cleric 2/1. Offspring 1 black and 2. Basically, if you pay him for 5, you get 2 versions of him. And what's great about him is, well, not that he can't block, but he can't block. But whenever you gain 1 life, each opponent loses 1 life. So if you actually do get him out, again, Teething Wormlet, anytime that you put down, generate an artifact, you gain 1 life, and then he's going to ping for 1. Very good. Anytime that you eat a food, you're going to gain, and he's going to lose. That's how we're going to start it. Now the removal package. We're going to run 2 Assassin's Trophies for instant speed destruction of a permanent. We don't really worry about the ramping, especially if you do it middle to late game. I'm not too worried about ramping. It's in an emergencies, and we're going to have to go with Terra Sunder right here as well. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If it was kicked, you choose a non-land permanent. Both pretty good removals. I think that are unique to Golgari, so we're putting that Golgari flavor on it right there, which we always like to do. We love flavor. This is a food deck after all. We're also going to run Virtue of Persistence, because if we're doing gain and drain, we might as well do more negs, right? Lochthwain Scorn. 1 black and 1. Target creature gets -3/-3 until the end of turn. You gain 2 life right there. Very, very useful. Again, gain and drain effect. The more life we gain, the more life they drain, okay? Easy to kill something on turn 2 or turn 3 or something like that. And then we also have the Virtue of Persistence, which is 2 black and 5, 7-drop at the beginning of your upkeep. Target creature, put a target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Very, very cool stuff to be resurrecting. So now it's time for our goth girls. We haven't really gotten too gothy girly with it. I guess you could call this one, it's a squirrel goth, squirrel druid right there. Does that count? Maybe that works for some people. Popular Egoist, so true, bestie. I love her flavor text. I know you'd want me to live, bestie. She's pushing her friend to the Razorkins right there. 1 black and 2. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Popular Egoist gains indestructible at the end of turn. Tap it. What's great about that, sacrificing something else and getting indestructible, very useful. However, what we really want is whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. The gain and drain effect every single time that we sacrifice is going to be key here. Because if we loop back around, Vine Reap Mentor, 1 green and 1 black, 3/2, not a bad thing for a School Druid right here. What does this do? Every single time it enters or it dies. So when it comes in, it creates a food token, and when it leaves, it does a food token. Very useful combination to do with Teething Wormlet. So that way you're generating a lot of food. How you eat food is you pay 2, tap, and sacrifice and eat, and you gain 3 life. So what we're going to be doing every time we sacrifice a food, we gain and drain 1. Okay? They lose 1, we gain 1. When we gain 1 with Starscrape Cleric, they lose 1. You see where this is going? So if you also combine that with Enduring Tenacity, right here, 2 black and 2, 4/3 Snake Glimmer, whenever you gain life, target apparently loses that much life instead. So that is the flat even. That's not a 1 ping. That's however much you do it. And whenever it dies, it returns as a enchantment. So even if they kill it, they can't get rid of that effect. It's a nice 4/3, but the effect is really what we want right there. So that means when you're doing your combo plays correctly here, you use Popular Egoist, you crack open a food, pay 2, you've sacrificed, gain and drain 1, Starscrape Cleric triggers it off for another 1. Whenever you get that 1, they lose 1, and then the total of 3 life that you gain from Enduring Tenacity, they lose that 3. They have lost a total of 6 life from eating 1 food. okay? Because they lost 3 from this, 1 from this, 1 from this, and then another ping from that to do that one again. That is insane. If you have it enough. So that's why you just build up food till turn maybe 6. With 6 mana, you can eat 3 food in a row, and you will essentially drain them out for 18 life. Yeah, you can kill them just by basically turtling, waiting, building food up, putting down Enduring Tenacity, and setting up your combo. And then they're not expecting it. This is what I'm talking about, that nobody's running this. They're not expecting that. They're not expecting you to just sit there. They're like, okay, what's his play? Okay, it's my turn. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat 5 food and you lose the game. That's funny, okay? You got to admit, that's pretty funny right there. Eating a ton of food and sacrificing to get off a bunch of gain and drains to kill them is pretty funny when we think about it, okay? That is the name of the game right there. That's the Goth Girls Get Gorgeous, yeah. So yes, you want food generation, you want to set yourself up, try to protect yourself as best as you can. Enduring Tenacity is going to help with that. And then just eat food. Just play sacrifice plays as best as you can, and then completely gain and drain them out. We're going to finish off with a cease and desist right here. Flexible, cost, black and green. 1, exile 2 cards from a single graveyard. Great for your anti-reanimator. Target player gains 2 life and draws a card if we choose ourselves. That's also a great gain and drain trigger for ourselves with Enduring Tenacity and Star Scrape out. Then Desist, which can really screw up a deck in the late game. If you get bogged down, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. That's extremely useful. That's crazy to do to somebody right there. It is very, very powerful to hit off with that one. Because if they're running like factories or enchantments or something like that, that's your get out of jail free card to do 2 green and 4 and just swipe them. All right, for lands, I think I'm going to go 8 swamps, 7 forests, Blooming Marsh, 1 jungle hollow for the gain and drain right there. Llanowar Waste, we're going to go 3 of them, even though it damages us. 1 or possibly 2 Restless Cottages. I like Restless Cottage, and I really want you to put Restless Cottage in this. I usually don't put that many, but what's really useful about him is that it turns into a 4/4 black, and every time that attacks, it creates a food token. So it's limitless food generation potentially right there, and swinging in, which is extremely useful. If you want to do some other stuff, you want to change the lands around, I'm fine with that as well. Creatures, 23 creatures from all over the place. Bats to zombies, to elves, humans, glimmers, everything else. Oh, I forgot about Giza. Giza's here. Why? Because she's probably one of the best Golgari 3-drops in the game. That's why she's here. I like the ability to draw extra cards, I like the ability to destroy enchantments, and I like the ability to remove. First Strike and Death Touch, she's your protector, she's your aggressor, she's basically the Dex enforcer. She's gonna focus a lot of removal on herself. People are gonna try to kill her a lot because they hate her and they know that she's very dangerous. So she is gonna be our biggest kind of protector. I'm sorry, it's Glissa. It's not Gisa, it's Glissa. It's Glizzy Sun Slizzy. Yeah, I apologize for that. It's not Glissa, even though I do ship Gisa and Glissa together. I think that's a really good ship. Anyways, so she's in here too as the Golgari Enforcer. As far as your sideboard is concerned, I didn't even finish that. 9 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 artifacts, 8 enchantments, 24 lands on a 2.8. That's what we're looking at right there. 23 creatures, 14 lands. As far as our sideboard is concerned, just other types of removal. I think that Cut Down, Bitter Triumph are fine in case you want to do more regular removal, just standard removal. Gumdrop Poisoner is not a bad one either. Tempt with Treats, and then of course you have the Lifelink 3/2 dropper right there, and she is a goth girl, so she can get it. She can get in this deck. So where would you drop her? Where would you put her in and out? I don't know exactly, but she definitely would fit the theme of this deck for sure. 3/2 lifelink, she definitely fits. Obstinate Baloth, I got discarded a lot, so I'm kind of running one of him in there. And when he enters, you gain 4 life, which is great for the gain and drain. And Gix's command can be extremely useful too, because you can give somebody lifelink until the end of turn and sweep the board, or return stuff. So I'm not mad at that. So that's kind of a little bit of a small, kind of just an idea of a sideboard of what you might do. Definitely Gumdrop Poisoner. Like if you don't have Popular Egoist, or if you just want to swap something in and out that you don't like in here, she does fit very, very nicely. I would definitely run some games with her any day of the week. So that's what we're running right there. That's what we're looking at. Food, gain and drain, combo plays. Let's get into it. This is Mythic Rank. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. We did quite well with this tonight. Let's do it. Hey, Numbskull, sorry you came in right at the Shakedown Breakdown. Shout out to the Numbest of Skulls, partner in podcast. Check him out. Lizzie Son Slizzy, right about now. Sorry I was late. I will sure to be watch, like, and comment tomorrow. Good night, Jane Chat. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, hosers. Oh, you hosers, you better like and subscribe the video. You better go do it, you hosers. Oh, you silly gooses. You better go like and subscribe to the J Villain. Gorge us girls. Let me get that right there. I gotta work on this Demons deck. I don't want to do Demon's World. I already did a Demon's Demir, so I don't know. Tomorrow is Devil's Night, so maybe we'll do a Rakdos Devil's Demons combo play. We're gonna have to do a Halloween theme, witch and skeleton and zombie or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna have to do a Halloween theme coming up. So yeah, we'll see. How long does the video take to edit on average? It takes me about, depending on how much edits it needs in case anything went particularly wrong, it takes me about 20 minutes to actually cut it up, edit it, and then it takes about 30 minutes to process it, and then it takes about 30 minutes to upload it. Then I have to make the thumbnail, I have to do the tags, the title, everything else, get the links all set up to link people to AetherHub. It's a pretty complex process. I'm used to it now, so I know what I need to do one after the other, but the editing does take a little bit of time, and it takes really a lot of focus. Like, you can't do anything else while editing. You can't, like, you know, look at your phone or something. You could just have to edit. So yeah, it's a real pain. We're getting there, guys. 188 away from 200 here, from 3,000. Really want to hit that 3,000 mark. I think that'd be great. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, editing is... I used to show people my editing. I used to leave the stream up way back when I started. I'd leave the stream up and I'd have the editing software. So depending on how smooth the video is, the interesting thing is, hey, thank you for following, Space Squid. Interesting to see the cutoff of streaming and self-editing. I am at the point where it's easy enough for me to spend an hour doing it and it's worth it. Generally for my videos, part of it is the delay, Vagra Sutra. I do mine just in time, meaning that I edit it tonight to post tomorrow. If you're batch making videos like CGB does, CGB probably works 2 days a week. He probably does like 3 days a week. He makes 6 videos or 7 videos in that time. He spends all day just filming content. He sends it all away to them and says, give me, you know, here's $2,000. Send me back completed videos. And then he doesn't need to do anything. He could spend his time doing whatever. But he's also probably making $150,000 a year on YouTube, and that doesn't matter. For me, who's living on the margins, you know, it's a lot more difficult. Editing is pretty much content creation. I'll be honest with you. Hey, what's up, Haiku Owl? Welcome to the show. Thank you for following Space Squid. Space Squid. How long have you been running my channel? Malone's got like 6 years and is only at 33K. Yeah, I've been going at 4 years. Coming up on 4 years, I believe. I started it. I had to stop due to technical difficulties, so I was out of commission for about 3 months. I started for about six months maybe, and I did a little videos here and there. Yeah, I was thinking about doing some 10-minute videos about things I like or don't like, generally speaking. I might do the occasional little rant. I do have a second channel, by the way. I started a Paper Magic second channel. We just opened a box of Thunder Junction, and I did some pack openings on there. So I do have the second channel in case you want to see that. That is where some other content is going to go. But yeah, I've been thinking about branching out and doing some other things. Because this does get a little bit, not boring, but tedious. Like, it just repeats. Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. I love to hear I'm a part of somebody's day. Right there. It's called Layer of Villains. It's Paper Magic and Commander. So we're opening up paper packs, boxes, reviewing Commander products. I'm going to be putting up some other video game content on there because I do play other video games. You know, I'm going to be doing a lot of things with the second channel, so keep an eye on that space. Definitely going to be there. There's going to be more something. Cut your deck tech to a second video. Sometimes people want to see the deck and don't have time to watch. Watch the streams, cry about not getting land. So, you know what's funny? Viagra Sutra. You know what's funny, Viagra Sutra, is that no matter what I do, somebody leaves a comment. They'll be like, hey, don't put any fucking music in your video. I hate the music. And then there's a comment underneath it, and it's like, hey, your music's too soft. Turn your music up. I don't want to hear you talk. And then there's people like, how come why is your deck tech so long? Don't do so that long of a deck tech. And then I have other people go, your deck tech is not explained enough. Spend more time explaining your deck while you're playing it. Do more deck tech stuff. So it's like, I've learned that I just have to kind of do me. Because no matter what you do, people are going to complain about, your content. I know you weren't. I know you were teasing me, but it's just so funny. You get a lot of stuff. The best comment I ever got is that my video was too loud. The whole video itself was too loud. And he told me to make my videos quieter. Now I feel I'm no technician. I'm no technician now. But I feel like there's a different way to fix that problem that doesn't involve me in my editing studio. If you feel like the video you're watching is too loud, I just feel like there's a different way that we can go about solving that problem. Yeah. Legitimately, this is, well, you could stop watching it, but generally speaking, so there's two ways, actually. There's three, really. Socioeconomic, indeed. Well, YouTube has a built-in volume slider on the video, so that's number one. YouTube actually has a solution for you built right into baked into the cake, as it were, that you can adjust the volume level on the video. You can also adjust the volume on your computer. A lot of times headphones will have volume switches on them as well. Or you could mute it or turn the volume off and watch without the volume off. So there's a lot of different solutions to that problem. But his solution was tell me to solve it for him. That's what he thought would be the best way, was type a comment saying, fix this problem for me. I'm unhappy with the way that that you're doing it. So very, very interesting. Very interesting things. The other interesting videos that I get, the other interesting comments, and I hate to be mean about this one a lot, and I try not to be, is they're like, I played this deck 16 times and I lost every single game. This deck is so bad, you should take this video down. You shouldn't even be making content. I played this deck 20 times and I couldn't get one win. And this is on a deck that may have, went 7-3 in Mythic. So it's very hard for me not to go, bro, you suck at Magic. Because that's probably what the issue is. At a certain point, we can chalk things up to variance and matchmaking. But also at a certain point, you should have accidentally won a game just by having enough good cards in your deck that they just fall correctly and your opponent fucks up. So either the person is lying and they did not lose 20 games in a row, or they literally suck at running it. It's a literal skill issue, like an unironic skill issue. And I try to be very nice about it. And I'll be like, hey, why don't you come to the Discord and I can tell you how to run it? What problems that were you having? Or a mix of all three things. Yeah. Well, I don't even think, I think PW Walker, I think at a certain point, if you've lost with one of my decks 20 times, 15 to 20 times in a row, something has gone so terribly wrong. You just don't really know how to play Magic. And I don't want to ascribe it to just being they suck. Maybe they're new, and they're frustrated, or they could just genuinely suck and not know what they're doing. But it's very hard to not just be like Lamau skill issue. You know, it's tough. It's tough not to it's tough not to tell them skill issue. It's very hard. Yeah, you get unhinged comments. You get some serious unhinged comments sometimes. I don't often mute. I don't like to edit my comments. I don't like to I don't like to well, that's the other thing, Trex, and I'll and yours usually work. That's the thing is a lot of times your decks don't match my play style. Is that's the other issue. That can also be a legitimate issue. If they don't match, if you're not like about gain and drain, this deck is gonna fucking suck for you. If you're like an aggro player, it's gonna be tricky to play this because you're gonna think I need to swing in every single turn. You got to play them correctly. Trex, last night your deck was getting hit with variance real hard. We eventually got it there. I had to adjust it to myself, but we did get it over the hump. That was good. So all right, guys. I know you called. You told me last night, Trex. You told me I fucking suck. You said, "Oh man, you fucking suck at Magic. That's the problem." Then you build some confidence. There's also the fact that meta changes so much lately. By the time someone's seen your video, it's lost power relevant decks being played. This is also a big thing, Carlama Face. I just had a comment the other day. He commented on a video from May. A guy found one of my videos from May, Karyama Face, and he said, "Hey, this is really underpowered. It sucks right now. I can't win any games with it." And I'm like, dude, there's been 2 sets that have come out since I made this, and I can't retroactively know what is going to be useful and what is going to be pointless. So yeah, you need to modify it. I would recommend putting some of these better cards in it. But yeah, I'll get comments like that on old videos. They'll be like, "Hey, I tried this and it sucks." And I'm like, "Bro, that deck is a year old. Maybe bring it up to date." That's why, by the way, if you ever look on my channel, if you ever want to know what you're getting into, if you ever look on my channel, for whatever reason, you look on the J Villain channel. This is why I do this. This is shorthand so that people can understand what they're getting into. They probably miss it because they're not paying attention, but I do this specifically for my own sake, and for everyone else's sake. Check this out. You may have never noticed this detail. You look on here and you see on my videos, do you see it right here in the corner? It's the set. It's the set icon is in the corner. So all of these are DUSKMOURN. If you go back to my old videos here, all right? If you go back to my old videos, DUSKMOURN. You go back a little bit further. They'll say usually what they are in the title, so you know. That one, Bloomborough. You see that? It'll tell you if it's a Black Council video, if it's a podcast, it'll have the Black Council symbol in the corner. So I think that I'm trying to communicate to the viewer that this is the set around this time. This is the set that it came out with. And I think some people just they click and they don't notice it. Because there's also usually in the title I put the set name. So you know roughly around the time that I made it. But I do that on purpose. I try to communicate that to be fair and relevant to everyone. So, yeah. So, that all being said, we're going to rage out to somebody else right here. Numbskull rated in. Zaveritz, that is true. He do be building some convoluted drink. Thank you all for coming, guys, so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been known to be a smart guy every now and again. Every once and now and again, I know what I'm doing. I'm relatively competent. So we're going to range you out to somebody. Hopefully somebody that'll acknowledge me. We have Mojo Rogue, or Andrea Meagucci. RNGs. We got RNGs. Who else do we got? Should we just go Mojo? We rated Mojo last night. Anybody else have a another idea? Cutest goblin. Vin19XX, you feel like you're getting tossed around. I apologize, Vin. Tiny Bones is big brother, right? I might have to do skeletons for Halloween. That might be the play right there. I don't know. All right, who else is live right now that I could take a look at? You vote Mojo? All right, we'll go to Mojo Rogue. We'll go to Mojo then. Thank you for following Dub HB. Welcome to the show. Guys, go to my YouTube channel. That's where I want you. If you're new here, go to the YouTube channel. We're gonna send you off to Mojo Rogue. We did our stream for the night. Raid Mojack Slim. Nope, we're done for the night. Vin, you'll have to get me another night. All right, we'll see you guys. Thank you for coming. Make sure to like the videos. Make sure to turn on your notifications. Pumpkin Tribal. I did a pumpkin deck run time. I had a jack-o'-lantern in it. Adios, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for the support.